huge day for the New York Jets. We wake up, or if you were up late on Monday going into Tuesday, you saw the Trey Wingo report that said that the Jets were speaking with Aaron Rodgers. It's like, okay, well, that's pretty interesting. Can we trust him? And it seemed like, yeah, you could, because there was a report from 2021 where he called it that Aaron Rodgers was going to go back to Green Bay, and that I almost said Robert Woods. It's not Robert Woods. Randall Cobb, the R first name was throwing me off. Randall Cobb was going to get traded back to the Green Bay Packers, which is literally exactly what happened. He nailed it. But then early this morning, we got reports from Zach Rosenblatt of The Athletic and Connor Hughes of SNY, who was saying that it is indeed true and that the New York Jets are meeting with Aaron Rodgers, or excuse me, speaking with Aaron Rodgers, and the talks are continuing into today. That was the next thing. The talks are continuing into today. It's like, wow, okay, like this thing's picking up some steam. Next thing you know, early afternoon rolls around. Not only that, but the Jets are flying out on Woody Johnson's private jet to go see Aaron Rodgers out in California. And if you missed it, we had a lot of fun. We went live at around 2:30. We were on from like 2:30 to 4:30, a little after 4:30. And we were tracking the flight until they landed in California. And Jet fans, oh, the Jet fans are the best. Cali Jets was out there reporting man on the street style, was saying where they were, what happened, where they went into. And now he's going to LAX because supposedly at around 2 a.m. our time, so I'm not going to make it to that, but around 2 a.m. our time, that crew is flying back to Jersey. So they're going to wrap up their visit with Aaron Rodgers, and that's going to be the deal. But shout out to Cali Jets, who was on the scene, saying where, who was there, where they got off, where they went. Aaron Rodgers met them at the airport, and them, it is Woody Johnson, it is Robert Saleh, it is Joe Douglas, and it's Nathaniel Hackett. Those are the four that are supposed to be there. And people are going to say, oh, Woody's there. He's going to medal. He's going to medal. Well, hold on a second. I don't buy the reports that the Jets were all in on Derek Carr and that Woody Johnson got involved and like that was it, that they were on Rodgers and that the staff is unhappy. I don't buy that for a second because yes, you had the report late in the game that the Jets were very high on Derek Carr's radar, and that he wanted to go to the Jets and that they liked him. And they probably did like him. I do think he was their second option, but they made it pretty freaking clear that Aaron Rodgers was their number one choice for who was going to quarterback this team next year. So they're going all in. And I don't think they would have went all in if they didn't think that they had a shot. And they do. Is any other team flying out there to California to meet with Aaron Rodgers? And does Green Bay, because it would be tampering, right? If there wasn't given permission, if Green Bay did not give permission to the New York Jets, which obviously they have, it would be considered tampering that they were talking with Aaron Rodgers. Would they be given permission if they didn't have a trade in place or a package in place? It's the same scenario with like Derek Carr when he visited the Saints a couple weeks ago before he was released. Same thing. Same exact scenario. This is only good news. This is only good news. And I think the percentage chance of something happening is high. Not tonight. It's not going to happen tonight. It might not happen today on Wednesday, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that window, the next 3 days are going to be huge. I'll say it again. I think you got to know by the time Monday's rolling around. You can't be getting to Monday when the legal tampering period starts and you're talking a free agent. You got a free agent wide receiver you need to bring in. And you're like, all right, well, who's the quarterback? We think maybe Rodgers. If not, then what's the contingency plan? We don't know. They don't know. They don't have an answer right now. And we could speculate and discuss what they might do after that. And there was supposedly some people are high on Jimmy G in the Jets build. Yeah, probably some are, I guess, because it's basically San Francisco East. The 49ers East. That's what it is. This Jet staff is 49ers East, just about. But them going out to California, tracking the flight, finding the flight, tracking the flight, having someone with boots on the ground there for Rodgers is big. And there's some people still who are all upset about it, that they're getting Rodgers at 40 years old, or they're right. If you don't think that Aaron Rodgers could immediately elevate this team to the point where they're competing for a division title, and forget just make the playoffs, you have a legitimate chance at the division title, and you have a legitimate chance to make noise in the AFC with how good the rest of the roster is. You can't get excited for that. The money. Oh my God, you got to pay him all this money. Number one, it's not your money. What do you care? Who cares what Woody Johnson has to pay out of his pocket? And the cap hit for the 11th millionth time. Even I have to explain even to people on Twitter who get paid to talk about sports on the radio don't know that Aaron Rodgers' cap hit for the acquiring team in 2023 would be $15.8 million. The second year it goes up to $32.8, $32.9 million, somewhere in the 32 and change range in year two. And then the 2 years after that are astronomical cap hits. But the point is, it's never going to get to that point in 2025 and 2026 with the current deal. He is going to have a different deal by that point. He's already said that it's going to eventually have to get restructured or reworked, and it will. I don't think for right now, I think his cap hit's going to stick at 15 whatever, which is fine. That's a nice cap hit. You could do some damage with that. You don't have to. You're not worrying about 25 and 26. That's so far down the line. You worry about that when you get there. And I know that some people are upset about, not being able to land Derek Carr. And I get it. I liked Derek Carr. He was my number 2 option. And I would have been very happy if he ended up being the Jets quarterback. I would have. I would think that would have been a good move. But with Aaron Rodgers and what the potential asking price, or not the asking price, but I guess the potential cost of what it's going to be, another thing people are still stuck on, that it's going to be multiple first-round picks to land Aaron Rodgers. No, the hell it's not. No, it's not. It's not going to take multiple firsts. It's probably not even going to take a first this year. I think the Jets are picking with pick 13 with Aaron Rodgers on the roster. Or they'll have pick 13. Maybe they move back and recoup picks, whatever you want to do at that point. Second round, how many times have I said it on this show or on my channel in general or on a live stream with Ryan and Greenbean or whoever or wherever I go? Second round this year, conditional pick next year. Could be a conditional first if you want to set it up where if they reach the AFC Championship game, they go to the Super Bowl, whatever. Or if you want to make it, if he's on the roster in 2024, then that turns into a first. But then if not, maybe it's like a second or third round pick next year. Whatever the case may be, you deal with all the extra nonsense that comes with Rodgers. Is he a little bit of a prima donna? Yeah. Do I like everything that he does off the field? No. Of course not. I don't. I think he's a little bit annoying. But when you whiff on the second overall pick and you are put in a pinch and a veteran quarterback who's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day is gifted to you on a silver platter at a discount, picks-wise, you do it. And for those even holding out hope for Zach Wilson, maybe he sits and learns for something from Aaron Rodgers. Maybe. Or maybe they draft the next guy after that, and then they groom him, and then you go from... That's almost perfect, too. Think about it. Let's say it doesn't work out with Zach. Forget it. You have 2 years of Rodgers, and then in 3 years, I guess, from now, you'll have another guy on his rookie deal when guys like Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, Elijah Vera Tucker, Quinnen Williams, Sauce Gardner, all those guys are making money because they're not on their deals anymore, on their rookie deals. But you have so much of your core on their rookie deals making pennies on the dollar, you could afford to spend the extra on the cap, which again, it's not even that much money. It's $15 million and $32 million. So what are we doing here? That's what I don't understand. I don't think it is that Woody Johnson's meddling in this. I don't. I think he has given Joe Douglas the authority to do and Robert Saleh the authority to do what they want with the team.